All right, come on, Dogo. You got a car sales thing for us, mate?
Car sales, righto. Car sales. Now, Sam from Patreon has come through with the goods for this one. Now, apparently enjoys the segment.
I think a lot of people do. They probably won't enjoy everything leading up to the segment, but they enjoy the segment.
If you're still with us, then hopefully you enjoy this one again. Because this one's a different one. This one's not your sort of standard style purchase on car sales. Well, definitely not for me anyway. Definitely not what I'm looking at every day. So from Patreon, Sam.
I
don't know what.
I don't know what that term is. Yeah.
What's your brackets?
All right, so the brackets. So
Patreon member.
So under 15K, diesel or petrol didn't worry him.
Whoa, under 15K.
$15,000. No age limit, but it has to be roadworthy. So no major engine or bodywork needing. Be suitable for a daily driver, suitable for a light sort of tour weekender as well. So it's more for like a young bloke starting out. Doesn't have a lot to spend. Doesn't need the best car in the world, but there was a couple of other things.
Well, you're certainly not going to get that for 15 grand.
Well, it was interesting because I had a lot of fun actually looking around for what you can get at that. Now, there's a few notable mentions. Is it notable special mentions?
Special mentions.
Special mentions that didn't quite make it. Just double checking that I've got the parameters
Is this
right.
something suitable?
Oh, there had to be a wagon
on the weekend.
Had to be a wagon.
Did it have to be a wagon?
Yep. And then, something suitable to get out on the weekend for an adventure camping, but can be daily by a younger bloke starting out.
Did a Jeep Cherokee make the list?
No, so they popped up. Pajeros popped up. Some old Wranglers popped up. But the way that I've gone, and it's a little bit interesting, and I don't know a whole lot about some of these cars either, but the first one that I found is this bad boy.
Oh, the Delica.
The Delica. Now, I'm actually a fan of the look of the Delica. I don't know anything about how they are on fuel, how they run, what their capabilities are off-road. But for me, 245,000 Ks, it's a 6-cylinder 3-litre petrol engine. Now, I don't know what sort of...
Duggo wants a Delica.
I don't know. Yeah.
Duggo's new car is a Delica.
15K. It's 15
Dugalica.
Dugalica. Now, can you scroll through the photos there, please, Jaden?
Dugalica travels.
Because I think that this, and also being an auto, is a pretty decent little daily driver. It'd be comfortable, put it that way, driving around in this thing.
As much as I want a piss take on the Delica, this actually looks like a clean buy.
It's clean.
Yeah.
This looks like a clean buy.
Now, I like this too because it's got the awning, it's got a couple of things, it's got the tyres, but choose your own adventure in the back of the setup. So
what's that in the middle? Is that a sunroof in the middle?
Yeah, there's two sunroofs. Yep.
Yeah,
all right.
So I reckon that's actually a pretty clean little
245
car.
Ks.
Had centre diff lock on it there. V6, like it's gonna have a bit of go.
That awning is sitting very high.
Yeah.
How tall you got to be a footy player to open that up?
Yeah. I'm not sure about that part. We can lower that. We can flip those brackets.
How high are the bloody bars?
Yeah, the load bars are
We'll be straight
a
on
metre off the roof.
We'll be straight on the front runner to get that change. But for 15 grand, I know it's at the top of the 15K limit. Not a bad choice, I wouldn't have thought.
What year was that?
It's a 2001 Mitsubishi Delica.
Jeez, they haven't changed the look much, have they?
So you'll be able to find that on car sales if you're actually genuinely interested. And that is in New South Wales. Private seller, which I love my private sellers.
Here's actually something. So we had a few comments on the why do they blur the number plate?
Oh, yes. Have you done some research on that?
No, commenters. Some people came in and commented it. It's for theft. So apparently one of the commentators had a call from the cops saying that his license plate was being used on other cars.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So they can... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
There you go. Anyway, your next one?
Next one. What do you got next for me?
But can't you find them anyway?
Now, Ronnie, I need your help here.
And does AI blur this automatically? Must do, hey?
Not sure.
We've got another blur.
I don't think so.
All right. So now I couldn't have a a 3-car setup on car sales for 15K without putting a LandCruiser in there. Now I found this. It's a petrol.
I'm surprised you found that for 15K.
It's a petrol though.
Yeah.
Are we okay with that
Yeah.
in a LandCruiser?
Yeah.
Because I think this is probably more what I'd be looking at if I was thinking about doing this for 15 grand. So it's got, set up to go, 4-wheel driving, got the obviously got the slippers on it. Little, like, is that a bull bar? I don't know what you call those.
It is. It's. I think
Like
they call those like a competition bar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got your, there's your light bar up top, snorkel, roof rack, awning, set up ready to go camping.
So for listeners, it was an X-Rocks bar.
X-Rocks bar, yes. Yep. And
yeah.
did I actually say 2001 Toyota LandCruiser GXL model? It's the...
How many Ks? Must have done a shit ton of Ks to be that price.
I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? 270,000 Ks. So yeah, that's why I put it in there, but I don't know about the petrol side of things. But like, it's set up where you don't have to... If you're a young fella, you're not spending any more money on, extra gear. Get yourself a fridge.
That's actually a really good... I reckon that's a good buy for 15 grand for a young fella, for sure.
And it's a pretty iconic looking car too. Like, I reckon that's a cool car to be driving around in.
Do we have an age of this fella?
No. Sam just said, he said daily by a young bloke,
Okay.
I think just giving us an idea of where to look and who to look for, sort of thing. So,
young bloke jumping in that?
Pretty,
You're stoked.
Beautiful.
Absolutely stoked. Better than the Delica.
Yeah.
Now, maybe running costs is the one thing that came up for this one in terms of a daily driver. But, I
don't know, like...
If you're into it.
Go hard on the beach.
Depends on where you're looking at it. Like, you probably have to do less work to this vehicle maintenance-wise as opposed to a Delica at those Ks. I don't know when they're doing, like... certain major things inside the engine. I reckon that one there definitely over the Delica.
So I'm doing this in. I have variety in mind when I'm doing this. So the last car, the 2001 GXL LandCruiser. The last car, Ronnie,
the Padge.
No.
What is that then?
The Challenger.
The Challenger.
The Mitsubishi Challenger. Now, I got no idea about these cars, and this one's done a few Ks. So it's a 2009 Mitsubishi Challenger LSPB, which I don't know what that means. It's an auto. It's got 271,000 Ks on the clock.
Ooh, probably a bit much on the Ks.
It's a little bit much.
Mate of mine used to have the older version of this.
Yep.
And it was fine until it got high in the Ks.
Yeah. So
it's a few things.
It's a 4-cylinder, 2.5 litre turbo diesel, auto, and then I just reckon it's a clean. It's very
just the Ks.
Clean car.
It's just the Ks that scare me a little bit.
Yes. So that's obviously why it's it. But I couldn't see a cleaner car that's set up for just probably weekend, no hardcore forward driving. It's just a handy like getaway car with everything on it. That'll easily second as your daily and be a very comfortable drive around town.
I mean, it's just the Ks, but you're gonna get those Ks at that price bracket, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. I did drop the Ks to have a look what I could get around 200 or under, and it limited a lot. And there was still stuff around, but I thought for the examples we were going for. And variety, I thought this was a really good... Because that has got every single bit of fruit you can get on that car. So I don't need to name them all because it's got it all.
Yeah. I would suggest to people looking at cars that have got that many Ks is to just research what is the major thing that's coming up on the servicing. Because there's some big things that come up in some vehicles at like 180,000, 200,000, 220, 250...
Yeah, so that was a questionable choice, but I thought it's a pretty good example of something different that's not a Toyota or a Ford or a Prado.
But which one you guys sit on? I sit on the Cruiser. Just for the Ks.
Yeah, I would sit on the Cruiser as well.
The thing is, if you're going to spend...
But I also don't want to sit on the cruiser. I think the Mitzi.
Yeah, but are you going to... Which car are you most likely to spend money to redo a motor on? Certainly not the Delica.
No, you're going to the Toyota.
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking at it in that sense. So if you're a young fella and you buy a car and it's like been really good for you, and you're like, oh, I kind of really like this car, and you might have got up to your 4th year apprenticeship now. Yeah, you can afford to maybe save up to redo the engine.
Yeah, I think the safe bet is the LandCruiser.
Yeah,
but it's always going to be the safe bet.
Yeah, I know.
It's always going to be.
I know.
I do the Delica. I do like though, because Harry from Fire to Fork rates them.
Yeah, well, that was part of my.
His one's good.
I was thinking about him.
Well,
I was talking about that. I was like,
no, I think he did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Does Harry think that's a good price? I'll
Yeah.
ask him.
Oh, yeah.
I can't text him right now because he's actually out camping today. So
Must be nice.
Yeah.
filming.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. The Delica is cool. It's just something different. It's something different because I didn't want to be so boring and give 2 Land Cruisers and a Ranger.
Yeah. Any GQs pop up?
I want to say that there was one patrol in my...
Yeah, any GUs?
It was a GU, wasn't a GQ.
GU.
It was a GU. And it was a...
Is ZD30?
Didn't even look into it. It was a GU though.
It'd have to be.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, it's not... It was either that or the LandCruiser that I was putting in. And I was like, nah, we're going to the LandCruiser.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't a lot around, but there was a heap around. A lot of them weren't like your proper 4-wheel drive vehicles. So that's where you find the price is going to have to increase if you want to open your range up for genuine genuine 4x4s. That's not a Mitsubishi Challenger.
Yeah, 15K. That is tough.
I wonder if anyone else has got some suggestions.
Yeah, there was thousands of cars in my search. So
You did well.
Well, yeah, and I've spent the whole. I think all of them are 15K. So I'm sitting at the top on all of them. I'm pretty sure, aren't I? Yeah. 15. So I've given you no wiggle room in terms of price.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
it was hard to.
There's decent range of options there.
Yeah.
If you want a car that's under that, and you want some good bang for buck, I reckon about $4 or $5 you'll find a pretty decent Cherokee 4-litre.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just upgrade the cooling on it, and it's indestructible.
Yep.
Almost.